another blessed day out there, man. Another great story time for y'all. I ain't gonna take too much time. I'm just going ahead and go ahead and start diving in about 2 minutes. But I do need to hop on this motherfucker just a little bit more, just a little bit more, just to see what's going on. I need to start getting back up on here, man, doing my thing. It's all love, though. You know what I do. I try to jump on this joint every time. Give y'all some real good, some stories, some real classics, cause motherfucker life be like a movie. People be saying that, but if you got a movie, you should be able to break it down. I can break y'all every part of my stuff down from a kid all the way up. I'm finna just start giving it to y'all. Okay, but don't forget to look out for the music, cause I'm definitely finna start dropping. And it ain't none of that jibble jabble stuff. I don't rap about nothing that's not it. Everything I say is gonna be truly facts. Truly facts. Some of the stuff I ain't even finna tell y'all too much, but I'm gonna let y'all get it, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be interesting though. Real talk. Let me go ahead and get to it though. I remember, I remember, I'm outside, right? I'm outside, you know. This was about probably like a year or two, probably like a year ago, almost not a year, almost a year ago. You know what I mean? And on this spiritual journey, you know what I'm saying? You just start leveling up, bro. Like you start getting your powers for real on some stuff. Like you see what I'm saying? If you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? Some people, if y'all don't know powers, I mean, the stuff a lot of people was already built in with. You know what I'm saying? Not a lot of people was built in with the same things, but a lot of people do. Talking about psychic abilities. You see what I'm saying? Seeing the future before it happened, basically. You see what I'm saying? Kind of like deja vu. There's stuff that was already built in us. You know what I'm saying? But was suppressed. Talking about seeing dimensions like I do, like how this story is. You see what I'm saying? I'm talking about just everything, because naturally we feel different stuff. You see what I'm saying? But anyway, let me go ahead and get back to the story. Um, um, so I'm out, late night, 3 a.m. You see what I'm saying? 3 a.m. I'm chilling. I go slide on something. I go slide on somebody. You know what I'm saying? I'm just cooling with her. You know what I'm saying? We just cooling for real. We ain't really, motherfucker really ain't know nothing. I'm just, we just chiefing. Talking and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And just chilling for real type stuff. Now around this time, I don't usually be getting out. Like I don't usually stay out that long. Like don't even go outside at that time of night. You know what I'm saying? But this time of night, I don't know what just made me go out. But something just was like, just slide out there. You be in the crib all the time. Just slide over there. You know what I'm saying? And I slid over there. I'm chopping it up. We chilling. You know what I'm saying? We come outside, or she come outside and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But by the end, you know what I'm saying? We had rotated. We had end up just you know, jumping outside the whip. So you know how you just stand with your, you know what I'm saying? You stand with somebody right there outside your whip. You see what I'm saying? Everything cool, everything collective. You know what I mean? It's late night. You know, and the way these streets set up around where I'm at, where I'm from, and stuff like that. Them back blocks is, bro, them back blocks cats. Well, different city views. Like Northside feel more different than St. Paul. St. Paul feel like more just like spooky a little bit. Honestly, you see what I'm saying? Like you could tell it probably was some real history, some stuff that went down before back in. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker already know what it is. A lot of stuff that went down over there. But you know, I had ended up just we out there just talking outside the whip, just chilling. Just chilling, and it's regular. We ain't really doing too much. We chilling, smoking, chilling and chopping it up. So mind you, what I'm saying, I end up sitting down in my whip. I'm just chilling in my whip real quick, what I'm saying, sitting down in the front seat because I'm not even be standing up. So I left my door open. But That person right here, they standing right in front of me and stuff. We passing the wood back and forth and stuff. Chopping it up. And man, some out of nowhere, it's like my whole vision just locked in. Like my, I don't know what it was. It was like I know I was in a different vortex or whatever thing at that moment, right then and there, because I locked in. And when I locked in straight, it was more just like a natural lock in. It wasn't like nothing that was forced. It was a natural lock in. And as soon as I locked in, I seen like it was crazy. I seen for sure the shadow person that looked like a stick figure, right? Looked like a stick figure, right? Circle head, red eyes, like not like real eyes, but kind of like red dots as eyes, basically. You see what I'm saying? And look like a stick figure for real talk. And on everything, that motherfucker peeked behind where she was living at, exactly where she lived at, her wall right here. Peeked behind that, peeked over at me, looked at me. I locked right in on it, right there. And mind you, I don't even know what's going on in the background. It was literally like the mate, like motherfuckers in the vortex or something. You see what I'm saying? And so um, I'm watching it, and it just end up just walking. Like it end up popping out from behind a tree, and that's how I seen it was looking like a stick figure. And started walking while it was looking at me. We locked eyes, and it wasn't more so that I was scared, but it was more so that it was like, whoa, what, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't be getting nervous at this stuff, but it was just more like, what is that? Is that a is that a shadow motherfucker? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what is that? Because it didn't look like it wanted to. It looked like it will get on your ass, but it looked like more like it was just watching. You see what I'm saying? And so it ended up just walking towards the tree, and it hit the tree, and I ain't see it no more. It was gone. I'm like, what? And then I just sat back right back in reality. I'm looking like, is she still talking? And I'm like, damn. I'm like, what just happened? I'm thinking in my mind, like, she don't even know what happened. I ain't even tell her at that time. Like, I ain't even say nothing. She still don't know to this day. I ain't even say nothing. You see what I'm saying? I was just like, just happened, you know what I mean? I'm looking like, what? Then I started getting a little bit like weary because I'm like, that motherfucker just came over here because I know I just seen something crazy and I don't see it no more. So I'm like, nah, that motherfucker just came over here, could have stayed in that tree or anything. So I ended up just, I'm like, shit, after we got done smoking the rest of that, I'm like, shit, I'm finna dip. Okay. You know what I mean? Motherfucker was like, I just hit me up type shit, you know what I mean? Like, you good? You sure you good? Cause I don't think like it was on some like, no, I'm good type shit. You know what I'm saying? With the rest of that, sometimes people be like, oh man, you up? No, I'm gone. I don't know what that was. I don't know if it's over here chilling with us right now. You see what I'm saying? I'll take no, I'm good. And so, I end up just getting up out of that motherfucker. I ended up going back to the crib and doing some little research on that shit. But man, that's just a little story time right there. But y'all let me know what you think about that. If y'all had some experiences on that, if y'all had some times where y'all seen through dimensions or other things like this, you see what I'm saying? If so, we might be alike. See what I'm saying? It's time to connect. Let's go. Peace and love, man. To y'all. And get right back on there. Y'all fuck with me. Fuck with your boy.